team ban.
Alright.
Oh, why is it playing out? Is that working now? I've started a stream.
10 seconds to pick your hero, you moron. You better pick your hero. Radiant team ban.
Someone check the stream now.
Alright, give me a second. Keep talking.
Yeah,
then
yeah.
Someone else keep talking.
Well, I mean, if you can hear
I'll fucking
yourself.
keep talking.
Yeah,
and
if
then
you can
see
hear
what goes
yourself,
on
then
the
we're
stream.
good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's so annoying. Very frustrated by that.
Hello.
Hello.
I can't see the stream, by the way.
Oh, it's
Up.
come up.
Yeah, it's not come back up yet. So,
Five seconds, Morty. It'll be
good
fine.
enough.
I will
Someone
give
check
it
the stream now.
Oh, it's up. 2 minutes.
Alright,
Milo
yeah.
vs Simon. Keep talking. Where's Milo?
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
someone else keep
Well,
talking.
I mean, if you can
I'll
hear
fucking
yourself.
keep talking.
Yeah,
and
if
then
you
see
can
what
hear
goes
yourself,
on the
then we're
stream.
good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's so annoying. Very frustrated by that.
Okay, I can hear myself now.
hello.
Alright, I'll politely fuck off.
God bless you. Tell me if there's any issues. Thank you.
No worries.
5 seconds, Morty. It'll be
My
fine.
voice sounded a bit echoey. Alright, let's get back into this.
Alright.
So,
We're good to go. So
it's
we have
called
to-
the wrong thing. It's restarted, but, you know, it
We
wouldn't be
can
a
fix it in
yeah,
post, it'll be
it
fine.
wouldn't be a TV broadcast without low production value.
Alright, so at the moment I'm liking the BrewskiEnjoyers draft a lot more. So they've taken the first pick, Snapfire, and then that's a very strong hero by itself. And then they, Willy and friends have picked the Jakiro, which is the hero they really like. They'll pick a lot, and then a Primal Beast, which they've been responded to with a Clockwork, which just messes up Primal Beast's stay.
Yeah,
Nothing he wants can be like everything Primal Beast wants to do is just stop by Clockwork.
Yeah, I mean, what I see here is meta versus player pool, right? Like the Jakiro, we got, you know, Cat's obviously very strong in Jakiro, but, you know, Willy's obviously got quite a narrow hero pool, so that plays into that, right? The Snap being quite meta and the Clock being a nice counter for the Primal.
You better pick your hero. 5 seconds.
Daryl's obviously building a team to maximize the output of his players, while Hillary is just flexing his
Team ban.
nasty meta powers. I did tell Daryl, like, I was like, if you let them have first pick, Hillary will definitely take Snap, pick one.
And there
And-
was an agreement between the teams not to ban Jakiro.
There
because of
was.
the limited hero pools on.
Yeah,
on
yeah.
defense.
But
It's nice to see
Daryl,
that played out.
yeah, and Daryl told me straight up, he said, I think he'd rather know what Hillary was on than block the meta
5 seconds
pick.
left now.
It's a risky play. We'll see how it pays off. At the moment, they both teams are banning carries.
Yeah, what are the Snap counters from that mid play?
Well, what you can do, you can purge the little shredder.
Yep.
If you get a nullifier or a Yule's or maybe an Oracle, you can just purge the little shredder once it's on. I
Yeah.
think if you nullify the Snapfire before they use the little shredder, it will then be immediately purged. So that's an option.
Yep.
And then there's things like the Sven can jump them. Sorry, the Drow can just kind of outrange, snap, shoot through the armor. Just
Yeah,
Uno has a lot of armor against the physical burst, and then Medusa obviously very tanky as well. And
Yeah.
then they both kind of have a timing before Snap hits level 20 that they try and.
So what's made Snap so good all of a sudden? He's a universal hero, right?
Yes. So Universal Hero you can build as pretty much whatever you want, build and get
Yeah,
damage. And then once
utility
you hit
and
level
damage.
20,
Yeah,
your
yeah.
damage output goes absolutely insane. You little shredder, you can delete it.
And so what makes it particularly good in TD is it creates this sense of urgency in terms of it's got push, it's got damage, it's got control. It just makes Hillary someone you have to control in the fight, right? Which I think will take a lot of pressure off Nick in the tax collector role, and also allow Scream to play a very free off potentially. Like what I saw when you guys were screaming or playing with it was that either Hillary was untouched, right, or the carry was untouched. Like there was just too many things to control in the fight, especially with the ATOS in play and stuff like that. Hillary had so many free ults when I saw you guys playing.
Yeah, which is why I think the Faceless Void Ban was a little strange. It's actually very good against that kind of play.
Yeah.
You can chrono a hero and then just take them out of the fight. I suspect.
Well, I expect they don't want the combo, and I don't see Nick ever playing Faceless Void.
Daryl had the next pick. So
Come on, Radiant team, you gotta pick
an
them
unusual
up.
ban. I just guess they were just worried about the team fight control from the opposing team. The Timbersaw for screen there.
Oh, more
Another
meta.
strong hero in the
Dirty,
offlane.
dirty. All these universal heroes coming into play. This is looking pretty rough.
Mean that I suspect
10
a
seconds
double
to pick
melee
your
lane
hero, you
in the offlane.
moron.
Potentially something that can be taken advantage of with
Yeah,
the
I've got
range
5
supports
seconds
and the
left
range
now.
carry. Sure.
Do you still build breaks against Timbersaw? Is that worth doing?
Ban.
Yes.
Well, there's a break holder right there if you want to. I guess.
don't think Lifestealer particularly enjoys playing against Timbersaw, but
No, I'm just saying he can build into the Silver Edge, I guess.
can build a Silver Edge, but doesn't really have a great vehicle until that Primal
Oh,
Beast
man,
gets played.
Rick, there's only 10
Yeah,
seconds left to
I
pick
mean-
your hero.
The Witch Doctor and the
Yeah,
Clockwork
but
are
there's
extremely
5 seconds
annoying
left now.
to try and stick on a target if the cask is bouncing and you've used a rage, or you get cogs. And you can be stunned through rage with the hookshot as well, so I guess it's a matter of player comfort. A lot of the
Yeah.
other carries have been banned at this point.
Sort of. I mean, like, the heroes that
Radiant
Kenny's
team
famous for playing, like Wraith King and Alk, even those heroes that he played really well against us, like the CK, are all in the pool, right? And Kenny's obviously got quite a broad pool, but he does have some, like, he does like to superize it. It was interesting to see that, like, Daryl was playing him on these, like, very fast tempo early carries, right? Like the Bloodseeker and the CK. I think he very much has identified himself as someone who's going to take up a lot of the farm on the map, and they just want to be able to fight when they need to fight, right? Lich and Shakira build into that nicely, Primal Beast builds into that nicely, so, you know, does Shadow Fiend work here?
For Daryl in the mid, hard to say. I don't think Shadow Fiend likes Witch Doctor or Clockwork either. I mean, if you're trying to channel your ult and the cask is bouncing around, that's
10
horrible. You get
seconds
a lot
Yeah.
of hero damage coming out of the Timbersaw, and then I'm not sure how good the lane is against the Snap. I
Snapfire,
suspect they
yeah.
both it clears with Raze and then farms the jungle.
Yeah, and a Timbersaw as well will be on top of you in a second. It's going to be hard.
Depends how it goes. If he gets ahead in the lane, then you can delete a Timbersaw.
So what's Daryl's team missing? I guess they've got a way of getting the live stream of the fights through the Primal, but it's going to take a little while, right? They're probably missing a bit of They're up against two very tanky cores already, right? I guess the live stream doesn't mind that too much. They've got a bit of
No, I
initiate.
suspect they're looking for a ranged mid hero that can be fairly active in the mid game. Otherwise, they've got 3 melee calls into a Timbersaw, which is never a fun time.
No, what about Puck?
Entire team, pick 'em up, pick 'em out.
I see the potential for a Puck. I think there's not so much control for him as long as he plays slippery.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be a fairly good pick.
Yeah,
here.
not the worst. I think, like,
Alternatively, one of the spirits maybe, but
yeah, that
they
too.
need
10
to be
seconds
able
to
to
pick your
fight
hero,
early enough to
moron.
contest with this Snapfire, Clockwork, Witch Doctor
You
trio.
better pick your hero. 5 seconds.
You wouldn't pick a Viper, right? It's a dead hero.
No, it's too slow to move around.
Yeah.
You just get ganked. The Clockwork, maybe when he hits 6, will just come mid, and then you'll get snap ulted.
Daryl was hypermobile, even on the Shadow Fiend, right? Like, he was everywhere.
Radiant team pick.
Yeah.
So there's a carry that can find the supports in the mid to late game. You just push your alt button, and they have to run.
Yeah, but the alternative is it does need time, right? Like, Nick's gonna need.
But I think they're fairly confident in their lineup to be able to get
You
to
really
that
gotta
point.
pick a hero. You
I
got
don't
10
think
seconds left.
that the lineup that Daryl has at the moment will be able to end the game before Spectre comes online.
Well,
Choose
yeah,
your hero.
Daryl's famous TA, yeah. He planned for it.
Ticks a lot of those boxes, especially if he gets his shard. He can silence the Witch Doctor ult.
Yeah, it picks a lot of boxes. It's got
cancel the
damage.
channeling.
He's got the silence when he gets the shard, is it?
Yeah, so once he gets shard, he can silence the Witch Doctor and the Snapfire when they're channeling their ultimates.
Yeah.
That will be very good for the team fight. And it's physical burst, which will be good against the Witch Doctor and the Clockwork, and to a lesser extent the Timbersaw. If he hasn't got his reactive armor stacks up, then he is susceptible to high damage physical hits.
Yeah. Would you build a Silver's Edge on the TA?
No,
He's already got the meld.
you already have meld that does armor reduction. I would build probably
Deso.
Desert Blink.
Yeah.
You
All
need
right.
to be able to,
Well,
dish out your damage.
I think that TA rounded that draft quite nicely, right? He'll probably be able to sustain through fights a little bit. He's going to be able to pump out a lot of damage quickly. I think it's going to come down to whether these supports can lift and create a bit of control in the fights, right? The Jakiro, Cat's MVP hero. Sorry, yeah.
I think that's what the fights will come down into in the mid game, is who can jump whose supports first. If they can delete the Witch Doctor or the Clockwork at the start of a fight, that's great. That removes most of the control on die. I don't agree that it stuns outside of those two. Whereas if you can jump the Jakiro or the Lich, the same applies.
Alright, which lane is Willy going to? He's going to head down to the safe lane. So Willy on the Lich, the Jakiro being picked obviously for Cat. So Willy's going to be joining Kenny on the Lifestealer. No real shenanigans happening here, no smokes or any kind of early movements here. And then we've got Jakiro and
It's an off-lane snap.
Milo.
Hillary is on the Timbersaw. Another hero who really enjoys it in this current meta.
Very interesting. I did not pick that. Okay. So...
I mean, both of them have a fairly similar playstyle on these kinds of heroes. So
yeah.
The one to watch will be the Tax Collector. Around 35-40 minutes, he has a habit of being a little out of position and getting jumped. That's fine on a Spectre to farm away from your team because you want to be able to use your ult when the fight starts and be there. That'll be part of the reason behind the pick. But it does mean that if you're farming alone and you get ganked, smoke ganked by 5, there's not much that can be done to save you.
Alright, looks like there's going to be a bit of a fight up here in the top rune. Milo pushing forward, but there's 5 heroes for Hillary's team here, and they're going to get the rune quite easily. Milo's going to charge out and not give him the kill, but
it's a lot of damage on the Primal Beast who only has 3 tangos.
Yeah, just the 1 rune apiece at this point, potentially 3 going to go to Team Brewski, yeah. Alright, let's talk about lane matchups. So, top lane, Milo's obviously won a fair bit of damage, but he's going to slow Tango it off. Milo and Cat, the cutest couple in TD. Hopefully the only couple in TD. And then...
Discord there.
What can I... Did you hear something there?
Stream Discord. Sir.
Oh, right. Oh man, am I triple streaming? I'm on OBS as well. Does that work? Alright. Quick pause. Obviously, we know that Daryl's team's at a LAN right now, so they've either got
we'll quickly go over these lane matchups.
Yeah, let's start with bot.
With bot, well, the Snapfire should have quite a good lane here, ranged into the Lifestealer, as long as the Lich isn't allowed to just hit them for free, which the Clockwork should prevent. So, I suspect they'll both get their farm. There is a potential with some levels for the Snap and Clock to get kills on the Lich because they can chain their stuns.
It's going to take a lot more than that.
The other way around, I don't think there's a great deal of kill potential unless there's some fairly serious misplays. Because they have no stuns. They only have slows. So if they're able to put up the cogs or use the cookie, then they should be fine. In the top lane, we have Witch Doctor and Spectre versus the Primal Beast and the Jakiro. This should probably be a fairly interesting lane to watch. If they can get the cast bounces and the Maledict right, then there could be a kill. Whereas the other way around, obviously Trample does a lot of damage. If they don't have the movement speed to get away, then they could just be locked down. And then the Jakiro has a lot of slow as well, so that helps.
Yeah.
In the mid lane, I imagine they'll just farm. It's hard to kill a Timbersaw, and I don't think Timbersaw will be able to kill the TA until level 5 minimum. Or Willing Death and Reactive Armor at the moment. Let's have a look at the Denies last hits.
I mean, what about lane rotations? Do you reckon with a +1 either of these guys can get a kill on the other?
Yes, both of them. Until Timbersaw levels Timberchain, he's susceptible to a gank by Jakiro or the Primal. And the other way around, obviously Clockwork's very, very good at ganking mid. And TA won't be able to get out of the cogs. It is worth noting that first wave, the Timbersaw got all 4 last hits and a deny, and so far TA has 2 last hits and 0 denies.
Bit of shit talking.
Ha! It's a nice sponsor chat from the Team Brewski over here.
Yeah. They've clearly prepped this copy pasta in advance. Little support war here between Brian and Cat. I mean, Cat really wearing a fair bit of damage there.
That's not a good trade. Starters, the Witch Doctor has many more tangos. And secondly, the attack animation and range on the Witch Doctor is much better than that of the Jakiro.
Here we go. She's wearing a fair bit of it. Obviously the stun.
I don't think they can finish that off.
No. They need that Maledict there.
Does have 7 on the stick already.
I'm a big fan in TD of 6 tangos to lane. It's just a hard time.
I think usually supports would be calling out more tangos right now if they were the Jakiro.
Yeah, but Jakiro's career firmly at base. And she's gone through all the regen, so a bit rough at the moment for
This level
Milo.
will get harder over time.
Yeah, well, she's going to try and get the pull. Obviously, they've managed to get a pull over there, a partial pull, which is quite nice. Jumbalumber and Jumbalumber and Tax Collector, first time they're playing together, I think, quite possibly. So, it'll be an interesting little combo. Moving forward with the charge. Oh, into the Maledict. Not going to be enough damage.
Getting walked down,
Yeah, easy kill.
The Primal Beast does have a huge base damage advantage over the Spectre and the Witch Doctor, so he shouldn't have too much trouble last hitting in this lane. And then he has very hard to harass him out of the lane as well with that 900 HP at level 2.
Handy first blood to Milo, as he once again gets off to a nice early lead in the laning phase. He did play well against us, right? Like, we thought we were in with a real shot in both lanes, but it just seemed to hold out and then definitely got the better of us in game 2. Herald by ranks, but definitely not by nature.
And Witch Doctor has to be very careful in this lane because he will just keep getting run over like that.
Yeah. Stacks really were integral in that first game. I wonder if Team Hillary is going to, especially with Timbersaw very keen to like mow through.
What lane? Going on the Life Stealer. He shielded the wrong thing.
Oh no.
So they landed the cookie on him, followed up by the battery assault. He hasn't got Cog because he took Rocket Flare level 2. And unfortunately the Lich frost shielded the crit instead of the Life Stealer. So he went down to the right clicks.
It happens. Happens to the best of us.
Yep, it is unfortunate. And he is going to miss a couple of crits,
not too many.
and the lane is under his tower.
Oh, nice. Missed 2 creep there.
Yeah,
Meanwhile,
PS of the Snapfire.
Yeah, Daryl slowly, getting back into that matchup. Water runes
They're
up.
both just farming, yeah. Timbersaw being a universal hero, he has plenty of right-click damage.
Here we go onto the Witch Doctor again. He's charging, he's stampeding, and there's a fair bit of damage on him. Ice Spark's going to finish it off. Oh my god.
Witch Doctor has no way of escaping from that. He has boots, but he'll get slowed by the dual breath and the ice bath.
Yeah, it's a dirty combo. I think they did throw a blood grenade in there as well. So really, no getting out of that.
Kira is rotating mid. I'm not sure what the plan is.
Yes.
Leaving again, I guess.
Daryl probably saying piss off at that point. Don't you dare take my XP.
30 is he's level 5. Hasn't got his ult yet.
Battery assault.
Timbersaw
Pushing forward. Oh, and the cookies sent him the wrong way.
He turned around. Unfortunate. The top lane, there's a huge number of Dire creeps pushing the lane into the Radiant Tower.
Yeah.
So they should be able to get some CS quite easily. If they play this well, they'll be able to deny most of a creep wave to the Spectre here. Witch Doctor doing a single pull. This will not kill the creep wave. Hopefully they're able to pull through from the other camp. Just trading farm in the mid lane. Items that they're looking for to, kick things into high gear. I wonder if they're going for a phase on the primal from the looks of it. Yep. None of them have queued any items. Timbersaul's queued an Arcane Boots, of course. Oh, looks like, yeah, death on the clockwork.
Oh.
Not long enough range to get him out of trouble.
Just some action.
He has
3 to 1 rating.
But too many slows.
Yeah. Some very nice action early for Team Daryl. Who's picked up those kills? I think it's one on the snap.
One on the ledge.
One apiece on the supports, yeah. Willy sniping that kill. Maledicting stun onto both heroes up there top. Are they going to turn actually here with the slow?
Yeah, I'm going under the tower. Maybe a few too many creeps for that, especially on Maledicted.
Yeah.
Going for the ASOS first on the snap. That'll give them the lockdown they need to set up their kills. Timbersaul's actually TPing top. He's hit level 6. He's ready to go. He's got his arcane
I don't
boots.
think Milo's going to see this coming. They've got all their spells. He's going to try
so he
and...
throws
Yeah,
charge. Stunned.
Oh, no.
Good ice
He's
path,
used his...
but not enough.
Yeah, he used his wand to get back in him. He's got Maledict on him. Yeah.
Not giving the kill to the Timbersaul. Very good play there. But can't get away from Maledict.
Solid rotation there from Hillary in the second he hit level 6. Daryl won't mind too much, I think. He's just going
Level
to...
6 lands into the tower. Easy TP.
Yeah.
Farming a jungle camp on my back to lane. Get his neutral. Both teams picking up their wisdom runes. So trading those off.
Kenny's going to build phase boots into what, an armlet, I guess? He's gone for the Orb of Corrosion as his first item.
Yep, it makes sense. It adds him some more slow. The only way he can really get any kills is by slowing them before they can walk out.
I mean, there really should be a pretty... I mean, you know... There should be a decent carry diff in this game, right?
Yes,
so,
but then a lot of the execution of the team comes down to the
Ice Path
and their rotation. So a nice Ice Path decided not to go for the onslaught charge. I think he would have just been stunned by the Witch Doctor, so would not have got it off. And taking a lot of damage from the Maledict. Alright, levels on the supports. We have a level 5 on the Chikiro, a level 4 on the Witch Doctor, and vice versa on the other lane, level 5 on the Lich and level 4 on the Clock. So a nice distribution of levels. The cores on Dire are a bit higher level than those on the all hit level 6, whereas the
Here we go. Fair bit of damage onto the spec, and that might be enough to finish him off. Ice Path's going to close the deal.
Out of position without his Witch Doctor to throw the stun. Just going to get walked down. There's no way out of that. Meanwhile, on the other side,
Snapfire's ult's up.
Snapfire's 6.
Double kill.
Double kill.
Yeah,
Yep.
very handy. I guess that Snapfire ult into the clock's cogs is quite a handy little combo there, if you can get...
It's a good combo.
Yeah.
Will get you kills.
Daryl's farm. Actually, I mean, like, Hillary's still maintained, you know, despite the rotation. He's still leading on the net worth in terms of last hits. So, obviously, Cat invading the Dire jungle. Is she warding up? Yeah, she's put a ward up. I think there was some stack blocking in game 1 for us. Oh, another kill down bot as Willy goes down.
Yeah, so the Lich will now have to be really, really careful not to be out of position because he will just get Scatterblast with Battery Assault. It really hurts.
Yeah, big level difference here. We've got Lifestealer at level 5 and Snap already 7 in the
The
quarter.
disarm creep. Worst creep in the game. That and the break creep.
He's got Rage, I guess. You Rage keep you... Oh, he's already quite low health there as well. He's got no real regen. Is Willy come down?
He is.
He's doing the Walk of Shame.
Yeah,
Pretty
you don't
rough.
want to be being back to the...
They're on Tax Collector again. And there's the ult from the...
Yep, there's the ult.
And they're going to get both. Yeah.
Doctor's down as well. So
Fantastic.
that's just a matter of hitting 6 and then being slightly too far up.
So both offlaners really putting the carries to shame at this point. With some very handy play from the pos 4s.
I think they expected the Timbersaw to be offlane just like we did, so they picked the melee carry, and then it's just hard to play into the snap.
Yeah, yeah.
Shit clicked a lot, and nobody likes being clicked.
That said, we are seeing like a 1k net worth lead. I think largely driven by Hillary coming out quite rich.
So Snapfire is currently the top highest net worth in the game. All those kills really helping. They're on a dominating spree.
The double kill.
So they've 5,500 net worth at minute 11, which is pretty good. Timbersaw 5,000, and then TA just behind on 4,000.
But Snap ult onto Cat. She's gonna finish that off quite quickly, and there's gonna be a haunt to try and finish Willy. Yeah.
Is optimistic. If there's a cookie.
There is a cookie. Oh, there's an Atos. Oh god, and a cookie. Oh dear. He's gonna give a last hit to Nick.
Out by Scream there.
He's gonna TP back top.
Pinging the ward. Yep.
Well, the pace is picking up here from the Brewskis. Obviously, the alcohol content finally kicking in.
Daryl has a Dragon Lance and 700 gold. We'll see what he goes for next. I think he's going to be really critical and bring his team back into this game. Otherwise, they're just going to get run over.
Surely it's Deso
He
next.
can sit back and farm.
Oh, here we go. Oh, manages to sneak the haste rune. I mean, that's great as a deny because I don't think you want Hillary running around with a haste right now.
No, I don't think it would be quite hard to get away from.
Yeah.
It's, max the Timber Chain, maxing out the Whirling Death.
Well, the map's shutting down a fair bit here, right? Obviously, they've lost their jungle a bit at this point.
They're invading the Dire jungle.
Yeah.
Looking for any stacks, not finding any. I don't think there are any stacks on the map. Won't be able to steal any of those.
So Daryl's slowly making his way.
Steal it.
Oh, he's going to go back down, is he? No, he's rotating up.
Going for the Watcher. I don't know if he'll carry on or... Yep, here we go. So he's hoping to try and find the Spectre. The Spectre's farming the right place.
And Lich
All the way
is
back behind the tower.
slowly
Two
making his
support
way up
protecting
as well. Yeah.
So that's... They want to take this tower to open up the map so that they can play on a wider area and try and restrict some farm. Obviously, Dire know that that's what they want to do, so they come in numbers. And you'll see there the Clockwork versus the Clockwork and the Witch Doctor versus the Primal. Bounced on by the cast, unable to charge.
Huge ult from Willy though. It's just kept going, but the clock's not going to be killed.
Not enough damage for anyone else.
And Daryl's ditched, yeah.
Yeah, Daryl wasn't able to get in. By the time he could, his Primal Beast was dead, so no fight to be had there. Just going to go back to mid and try and get some more farm. Working his way towards that Desolator. And Dire are going to just collapse on this tier 1 top, take more of the map control. And then they all go mid. This is a good time to be trying to take this push because it's 10 seconds before the Wisdom Rune. If they're able to stick around, they may be able to steal it.
I think they should be able to get their own Wisdom Rune though. Pretty critical that they go pick up it up. Come on, Cat. Get up there. No, they're not going to push in.
Yeah, so they've taken the tower, they've taken 2 towers to the 0 of the Radiant and got that map control. Daryl is working on the tier 1 mid, but they are coming down for him. They are smoked on the Clockwork. There we go, hook shot.
Oh no.
Hogs can't get out of that. Yeah.
Oh, they've thrown in the Witch Doctor out there at the boot. Here comes Milo. They've used all their big spells. Oh my god, the Timbersaw, the chains.
Timbersaw into the Primal.
Oh Christ, the sheer amount of damage that he just took for that. He might be able to get out. Here comes the ult.
It is pure damage, so I think he may just be chased down there.
He's going to try and ult him in the tower range, but I don't think that's going to be enough. Oh. Here we go though. William taking 1, 2, 3. One more tower hit and that'll be enough. Milo.
Very expensive kill, but potentially worth it. Makes it slightly less.
Somewhere Willy got picked off by Snap. So I don't know how he walked into that fight nice and late.
He was at the. He came to try and help the Primal Beast.
Not bad. I mean, Milo would definitely trade himself for the Timbersaw at this point, I guess. Slight die.
I think they need to buy a lot more time for their lifesteal to finish the game. He's currently holding a token, a tier 1 token, instead of an item.
That's the best neutral item, don't you know?
Thinking about which item he wants. What other neutrals we got? We have a pig pole on the Snap. We have a faded brooch on the clock. nothing on Witch Doctor. Broom Handle on spec.
What is Milo building? He must have a lot on his career or something, because he's got nothing on him.
He's building a BKB.
Yeah.
And he only has the recipe in his quick buy, so presumably he has the other two on his
Where is he? Where is he? Yeah.
Now he does have 2 empty slots and an empty neutral item slot, so it may be worth bringing that across. Give him the HP and damage, and his neutral item, and then you, obviously since you have your own courier, you can just then call it a second time. But he's very close to the recipe, so it won't make a lot of difference.
Yeah, I think he's just waiting to bring it out in one go. Alright, let's take stock of where we're at. We've got top and bot tower taken by Dire. We have Snap running away in net worth 2k above the next highest player from the Radiant, and he's built already an early Atos. We're getting a Horn up at the top, and that's going to make short work of Cat. Is Milo going to be able to get out? He's TPing. Here comes Moxie with Hawk. Oh!
He was just out of vision with the rocket flare, so
yeah.
A good TP to get out of that.
Yeah. But we do have a Milo BKB online, which is a power spike for them, no doubt. How far are we from the Deso? We're still good 700 gold, which is not too bad. So I think that Deso BKB timing is going to be pretty big for them to try and claw back some of this early lead and get a bit of time here for the Lifestealer, who is building into a Mjolnir. And
it is going to be hard for the Primal to get an ult off even with the BKB, because if he gets hook shot, it's
hook shot. Yeah, I assume he's going to have to wait out the hook shot.
No, they're going to try and defend this tier 1 mid with the BKB, but
I don't think that's wise. I think
they're going to need more numbers.
Daryl's got no interest in that. He just wants his Deso. Yeah.
He can't fight without it, and I'm not even sure he can fight with it, to be honest.
No, he does not. He's quite under-leveled, actually. Willy's going to get picked up there. It's too easy.
Made the mistake of trying to go high ground.
He's level 9, almost level 10, I guess, but really quite low on levels, especially, I mean, the Snap's sitting on almost 13, so...
Snap is 8 for 0, whereas the Primal Beast is 3 for 3, so that'll be a lot of the XP difference.
8 for 0. Oh, they've
had a really good game on the Snap fire.
Pinged out.
He's got boosted travel and an Atos, and he nearly has his Manta as well.
Yeah.
Dire's top tower's under attack.
Ooh.
At the moment, Dire is just controlling more of the map, finding more farm.
Here we go. Push up top, charge into it, and surely the ult's going to come out any second now. There we go.
Immediate TPs.
Into Ice Path though, into...
So, Primal Beast did not use his BKB before throwing that ult, which when the counter came back, he just ate a lot of magic damage.
That's it, they're going to come out of it pretty quick. The Macropire has done a lot of work there, and the Lich ult as well.
Desolator has already paid off.
Holy crap sticks, what a massive turn. That was good work from Daryl, but I think it was a lot of work there from the Jakiro. The Ice Path into the Dual Breath, into the Macropire, did so much there, and then Willy coming in on top with the Chain Frost, doing some work there. That's the magic damage coming into play, just to crack through that Timbersaw. Damn, that would have been a decent net swing. Oh my god, it's a 3.5k gold swing there.
Yeah. These fights in the 15 to sort of 25-minute mark are really important, especially if you're behind. You can take
and Milo, like you said, has still got a 9-second BKB. So
yeah, I think if it managed to get it off, I think he lives there. Most of the damage he took was from the Timbersaw just coming through, and
here we go. Snap TPing in or choosing to cancel.
Decided to cancel that.
Yeah,
probably a very smart decision.
Yeah, wisely. And this Deso is going to slice through.
6 charges on that Deso already. That's very high value. Just got it. Immediately got 3 kills. Brilliant.
And he's already got 3k gold in the bank too. So, oh my god, he's gone up to 11,000 on the back of that. That's a massive... That's a game-changing fight. Yeah.
He got the monster kill on the Sapphire, 745 gold.
Jesus. Alright, that was... I'm gonna say, I think that was the supports there coming clutch there, right? Like...
Yeah, so I think a really good initiation from the Primal Beast, able to get in there and slam the Spectre for the full duration, which gave his team time to come up.
Yeah, for sure.
Reaction from the Dire, but unfortunately they all kind of clumped into one spot.
Failed hook shot.
and then the Macropire, allowing the TA to just come in and clean them up.
Slice. Yeah. Massive. Perfect fight in the end. Gold going to the right people. I guess the only
Now
bit
he
was
has
at that
his blink.
BKB.
Has his blink on the TA and a Grofo. Huge power
That's
spike there.
terrifying, yeah. And the Mjolnir are pretty much up on the lifestealer, so they're looking very pretty all of a sudden.
The Spectre is now the lowest net worth of the cause. Spectre's had a good free early game here.
He's going Radiance.
A Radiance.
Yeah, I don't think...
So choosing to go for the late game instead of fighting early, but
Yeah.
unfortunately still in that safe lane at the 18-minute mark.
I'm not sure Radiance was the build here, was it?
I think he has the time. I think his team can hold the game for long enough.
Alright,
Here we
BKB
go.
into Pulverize on top of the
BKB
Snapfire.
pulverized,
Yeah.
the team's too far to-
And the TA's
Hello?
jump right forward. Oh my god, the slices!
hit.
Yeah.
We'll get it. That's the Grove Bow there. And now just going to chase down this clock. Yeah, there we go. A very good initiation by the Primal Beast there, coming in with the BKB, getting the lift on the Snapfire with the clockwork in range to not, so he could cancel the hook shot. And then followed up lovely by the TA. So now they're just kind of, they've hit their timing, they're rolling with it, controlling the map. Soon they'll probably go Roshan. Hopefully Daryl doesn't go get a bubble tea. Watch the game.
Oh, you know. But when the bubble tea calls...
I mean, that's the one advantage of playing from the LAN cafe, right? You can go get a snack when you're dead. You've got plenty of time.
That's it.
Especially in the late game.
That's it. Alright, let's... Well, I mean, this has been a hell of a swing, right? Although the net worth lead is still only 1k, but this has been a real change up for Daryl, at least. I mean, Kenny still needs time, right? He's, I think he's
Yeah,
bought
and it's
his...
worth noting the Timbersaur is 600 gold away from his axe. And once he gets that, he will be a lot harder to kill with the regenerating barrier.
Yeah, tell it to me straight. Do you think this ag is actually value?
Yes.
Sometimes
what
it
he
looks
wants to do
great.
is-
Sometimes it looks a bit lackluster. Do you think? Do they buff it?
They did not buff it. In fact, I believe they nerfed it. I'm not sure. But basically, against these two melee cores, he'll be able to go in with the regenerating barrier. Okay, it gives him a lot of effective HP. And it just at the end with the large explosion, if he's close to this lich
Ooh!
or
Didn't even know. Didn't even realize.
Yep, there we go. There's the
That's
Roshan kill for the
Yeah.
Magus on TA. That's exactly what they need. Hopefully they'll now use this to try and close out the map a bit more, take this tier 1.
Well, Daryl doing what he did definitely in game 1 and was definitely in game 2 as well, I guess, is just bossing this early mid game. Getting a nice little gold
He's on the
lead.
right arrow for it. He's
Yeah.
able to get on top of these supports.
Alright.
Are they going to try and steal the Tormentor, or are they looking for a fight here?
I love the stolen Tormentor. I think it's
It's huge,
Yeah.
especially if Witch Doctor can get his shard for free. That's extremely annoying for the TA.
Oh my god, they're taking so long to start this. Oh wow.
Heroes there to share the damage.
They just sliced it. Yeah, I
So we
guess with the refraction he doesn't even... I mean, they only needed to.
So there's a Gossamer Cape on the Clockwork and on the Timbersaw. That is obviously extremely good against the TA because you dodge the melt hit automatically. Very frustrating for TA to play against. Invis are in for the Timbersaw here. He's got his Ags. But the Snap and the Clock aren't there, so they're not particularly in a position to fight.
Specs
Clock
picked
does
up
already
his
have to
radiance.
Yeah, so now he will be able to farm quite a lot faster. Take those camps, and when he hits his ultimate, there'll be a 15% miss chance on the TA.
Yeah.
I guess every other hero that's not BKB. It will be a lot more damage in the team fight for it. Cancel all of this.
Alright. Here we go. Pushing to the T2. Yeah.
He has his Manta, BOTs.
I don't know. I don't think the Manta is the biggest spike right now. I think...
Well, on a universal hero it is, what is it? So that's 46 stats times 0.7.
Yeah, but I think the TA is going to slice him all the same.
Oh yes, he has 22 armor on with his tier 3, so got 17 armor. It's not too bad. Reduced by 8 with the meld and 6, so 14. So he hasn't got a lot of armor when the TA's hitting him.
No. What's he building into next? He's got his what's the BKB's up. Okay. Now we're talking. Daryl's ready to go. He's got Blink, BKB, Deso at 10 charges, and an Aegis. So only 2 minutes remaining on the Aegis.
Well, they've taken the outer towers, and it's very, very difficult to break high ground with this first Aegis unless they take a fight right outside the base. Now, I know Dire were looking for that fight, but it was risky. If they had lost, they would have lost at least one. Primal Beast has his Blink and is working towards his Agonist. That will be good. Gives the break against the Spectre.
Oh, okay, that's fantastic. That's huge.
Actually huge, yeah.
Also, it does breaks timber. Yeah, that's a massive pickup.
Really
Yeah.
big item. Yeah. Now, it will not stop his Ags though. So
That's
if he
fine,
activates
yeah.
reactive armor, he will get the maximum stacks. They are not taken away by break. They just won't
Right.
have a fretch.
Right.
And it will also have the barrier. To stop that, they need like another fire or some other dispel.
But I just think with this spec, who currently has a Falcon Blade and a Radiance, if he comes up against a break in a team fight,
He will be having a bad time.
he will be having a very bad time. All right, so
The plan with the Spectre, I think, is to haunt in after the fight has started, and targets have already been chosen. So
Yeah. But he didn't go the Ags build. That's why I'm a bit confused because
he's in fact going for a Blade Mail.
yeah.
Going back for that, which I mean, it's a good against the TA if they don't have refraction up, but otherwise, it just
I don't know. I think they should have just if he's got a Rice, he should have just hard Riced.
He's got a Mjolnir up on the Lifestealer with another.
Yeah, he's had it for some time now, and he's almost got
towards his Skadi.
yeah. He's won all the way from the Skadi, so he's looking pretty good too.
Working towards his Skadi, that'll help him stick on the enemy heroes.
Tier 3 tokens are up, although Primal Beast is holding onto his Faded Brooch. All right.
That's really, really good on a primal. It gives you the movement speed, more trample procs, and more of a mana pool. He has got his token. In tier 3. He hasn't made his decision yet.
Optionality, you know.
You got to think about it. Still keeping the Grove Bow on the TA, and I wouldn't expect to see that change unless they get the Enchanted Quiver or something.
Yeah,
along
it's a
those
very
lines.
broken item. All right, here we go. We got some action coming up. We've got the Sentry Ward. It's going to give good vision of Daryl.
Yep. On Daryl,
BKB up. Oh, he gets it off.
1 second on the Aegis. The Aegis has now expired.
But the Macropire is doing a lot of work.
He's not near his team, and his BKB is about to run out.
That is so unfortunate, timing-wise. Kenny is going to clean up the clock.
Yeah, but he has to run away from the rest of the team.
And here comes the BKB being popped.
Here's the trample BKB.
Yeah, he's going to finish
Will
off.
with the Spectre, that makes this trade not too bad for the team. If the Lifestealer can go back in.
Ooh, Lifestealer with the Rage is going to slice through.
One. Which doctor?
I think he should be trying to slice through the... Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
Spirit
He's doing
Breaker's
a lot
really
of
big.
damage here. He's just got to choose his targets. There we go. Helping his Primal get out. What a lad.
I think they could have
At the
turned
end
that.
of the day, not too bad a fight for Radiant given how it started. Losing the TA out of position a little bit too far away from the team, unable to get helped. And the perfect timing from Dire, initiating the fight with 5 seconds left on the Aegis. So
I think Daryl should have... I'm surprised Daryl went forward with his Aegis solo. The Wisdom were in there.
I don't think he was expecting them to be there. I don't think the Radiant...
No, he got a right click onto the clock, so he knew someone was there. Alright, double...
Too far from the team.
So close to Skadi. Kenny's slowly coming online. The snap is still stupidly rich. He's got a Gleipnir down.
So yeah, so Daryl's still top net worth, the Timber and then the snap. And Lifestealer's just overtaken the Primal, while the Spectre's a little bit behind 2000 net. Does have that Radiant, so should be able to farm faster.
Oh, I don't know about that. He's had Radiance for a while. Still hasn't picked up that Blade Mail.
Working on the, he's actually working on the Man to Thirst, from the looks of it. He's got the Ultimate Orb.
Oh, right.
That will also speed him up again. I think that's when you really kick it to top gear. Radiance burn.
Cheeky
It's very
Macropire.
slow, but just clearing the wave. It's not a very long cooldown, especially if you don't plan on fighting. So, does have that Yules on the Jakiro. See if he can try and throw it on the snap when they activate Little Shredder. Something else to be mindful of. We have level 20 on the Timbersaw. He hasn't chosen his talent yet. 17 on the snap. Once they hit 20, their damage will really go through the roof. Other crazy talents coming up. Nothing particularly exciting on the Lifestealer. Meld will dispel on the TA if he takes it, or even more armor reduction, so that's a big one.
Here we go. Rage coming up. Cookie's gonna save the clock. Is he gonna turn? Is he gonna hook shot up? He does. He's gonna slowly make his way around. Haunt's gonna give them vision. Jakira's caught in this too. She's gonna throw down Macropie. Yeah.
That's good. No bounces on the ledge ult. That is.
Oh, that's very unfortunate. And that's
the
gonna be Lich.
is just gonna take
Yeah, I don't know why Lich turned there. He turned to face his aggressors.
I think he accepted his fate. I mean, there's no getting out of that with the Timbersaw breathing down your neck.
One final sinister stare. I guess this is exactly what we talked about, right? Like they picked off both the supports, and then Daryl C really has to disengage pretty quick, smart. And they're going to use this to try and push down T2 in the top lane. Milo's hanging around, and Moxie's going to find him.
We do have vision. Oh, unfortunately, he blinked the hookshot, so safe, able to get away.
Fortunately
now,
or unfortunately,
he picks up his BKB.
And Milo's finished his Ags. He's just going to get the Blade of Alacrity shipped to him, but he hasn't yet. I don't know why.
Looks like he's looking for a blink.
Oh my god, he really wants blood here. Is he going solo?
It looks like he is, but unfortunately pushed away by the cops.
I mean, I think fortunately for him, he would have just been... He was pushing it to 3.
He may have died.
Yeah.
He didn't have snap on, so.
I guess he's got BKB, but I don't know. I don't think that was been wise. And here comes the Ags for him, so happy days. Meanwhile,
Full start on both supports on the Dire, just to help them get out of dodge. Full BKB on the Timber. Beck has the Manta, has decided against the Blade Mail, is now going for a Basher. And then the Snap has the Glepner and the Manta Style and a Backpack Crystallis. Probably will swap that out for the Clarities at some point. Any other big items coming up? Solar Crest on Lich, just doubling down on the armor reduction. And a Hurricane Pike on the TA. Create a bit of space.
cheeky shield rune on the bottle for Timber Swords.
Currently going for Roshan on the Dire, on the Radiant.
You're gonna make
Added out by that rocket flare.
Yeah, pretty short work of it.
Get
But
around.
here we go. Are they gonna push down?
Like, they are not going to continue the Roche, but they do want to fight. They've got vision of that Witch Doctor on the traps.
I'm not sure they want to do this.
They have no-
Daryl's ready.
On the Ember Source, they don't know where it is.
Oh,
The creep turned around,
of
betrayed.
course.
So you see, once he hits level 20, that's going to do a lot.
Here
of
we
damage.
go. Trying to bait him into the high ground.
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
that's
the creep are going to give everything away, bastards. Chikiro is smoked. Oh, no. What happened there? Did he cancel?
He just cancelled. I think he must have
Oh,
missed it.
no,
I don't
that's so
think he wanted to
unfortunate.
pick up the Saw anyway, but... Alright, the TA is on the support in the back line here, and the snap.
The macro fire into the ice path might be enough to get rid of Scream, and it is.
Yep, Creep is down.
Massive.
Are they going to try and... Basically trying to ignore this Timber Saw until they've dealt with everyone else.
And they've picked up the clockwork. Tax Collector is next. They're playing this fight
Going for the
perfectly.
There's
Damn.
no way out for him, and now they're going to try and deal with this Timber Saw. Of course, Pulverize being the balance skill that it is already off cooldown, and down goes the Timber Saw. Now they'll be able to go finish that Roshan at their leisure. A very good fight from the Radiant there.
Except for that accidentally cancelled Pulverize. That was perfectly played out.
Maybe he's got cold fingers. It is the middle of winter. I think he realised he didn't really want to be picking up the Timber Saw there. So,
Yeah, maybe. But I mean, otherwise perfect, right? They really...
yeah, it was.
Shikiro is coming in clutch, man. The ice path into the Pulverize is really nice. The ice path into the Macropyre is setting up a lot of like big AoE magic damage. It's really... I mean, that Snapfire went down quick.
Once the TA gets on top of you, they're just really holding him in place for the two cores to hit on.
Yeah.
That's really, really strong. Yeah, just really, really good target choices from the Radiant there. Picking on the heroes in order basically from weakest to strongest.
And another shard going to Willy now. That's a really handy shard. TA's got her shard too, which is fantastic. She's got the Silence Trap, which is big. Can that cancel Snapfire up?
It's a channel, right? So yes, and that's the BKB.
Damn.
Wow, that Fire Blades was huge. Hit the snap all the way back under the tier 3. Wow, from the low round.
Broken.
That is pretty crazy. Also has a backpack Chrysalis.
Well,
lots.
I mean, it's just so interesting to see how, like, the team just seems to have just calibrated that extra 10% from Daryl's side. That just allowed them to execute their fights. Because I think they played really well against us for most of the game, but then there was just execution of certain fights that just didn't play out, right? And then that kind of ended the game. But
Yeah, I think we got some pickoffs on Daryl
and Milo, we got some pickoffs on Milo.
Which really helped us.
Yeah, and Milo. I think Milo's playing so much better this game. His positioning's been great. Yeah, and his itemization's on point as well.
And get stuck in the middle of no man's land either, which has got to be helpful.
Yeah,
because I have a few shoutouts.
And he's kept up with the snap with fire now, which is massive. He's got the cheese, and he's looking to build Skadi. Is that right? What is that? No, is that a hex? That's a hex. All right.
Looking like X as they start to fight on the Jakira, but nobody
glimmering.
So the glimmer has.
They're gonna leave her. Oh, the Yules? Surely they're not.
Still alive, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Able to get away for now.
No, here we go. Back in. Moxie. Big ult from Willy to knock out. BKB popped on. And then there's the pulverize, and she's gonna be absolutely wiped, hopefully, I think, by the TA.
To get away,
yeah.
Distance. That cask is really causing them problems. Oh, Snapfire. Sorry, no. Finished off by the TA.
No basher on the lifestealer, so that's not going to be enough.
BKB TP, and then unfortunately, Tax Collector appears to be left in a little bit of a no man's land. The rest of his team has left. Deal with that, but not too bad a fight from the Dire with the 14k deficit they have.
Yeah, I think the Snapfire getting away was huge. I thought he was going to get absolutely crunched there. When
2 more stars on the supports really coming.
Yeah.
Able to get him out of trouble. Still not level 20 on the snap. Needs 48 XP. So that should come with his creep wave. There we go, level 20. And does pick up the little shredder attack damage. So now the next fight, when he's able to sit there and fire those little shredder shots, it'll hurt a lot more.
He hasn't really, though, been able to get his shit off from the back line as well as he did in the early fight. So they've been good at closing him off. Moxie's playing a great game.
The final beat has been really good.
Yeah, but the clock's been fantastic, right? The clock's been up in everyone's face. Yeah.
Alright, the unfortunate stage of the game where the clockwork will pretty much instantly die to TA. So
yeah,
you can stop for the channels, but you won't be able to get a lot more off from that.
But I don't think he minds. I think if he's got the hook shot and then the cogs up, he's setting up quite nicely for the rest of his team.
56 seconds left on the Aegis.
I guess the other problem with that is that the Witch Doctor's dying instantly too, right? So Daryl's team's able to get this to a 5v3 pretty quick sometimes, which is going to be a bit hard.
There is a Trickster Cloak on the Timbersaw, so now they will need detection on the Radiant to be able to finish it off.
No, invisibility is invincibility.
Jakiro lived a lot longer than he should have.
Yeah.
I know exactly what Hillary was saying at that time, and it probably wasn't positive.
Oh, hook shot into the Jakiro, but that may be... Oh!
Wait.
Oh no! He's done it again, he's cancelled!
Again!
Oh no, Milo's... Well, I think that might be okay, because clock's gonna...
A time, yep, there's the break. I mean, ultimates aside, he's playing this very well.
Yeah. The ultimates have not been on point, but he's picked up everything else up. He's going to pulverize forward, trying to deliver the lifestealer. Oh! Ice Path into...
And then a Hurricane Pike to push him out of position, but unfortunately...
Daryl's dead!
He's been little shredded.
There's the Ice Path though, which is...
And there's the Pulverize. But, little shredder back off cooldown, so here we go. Yep.
Ow.
Full Daedalus and the little shredder does a lot of damage, you need to be careful.
Oh, really broken fight there.
Yeah, I think if they go on the snap instead of the Spectre, they have a much better time. They're able to just sit at the back and pepper them with shots and bring down Daryl. He's got Rock Throw. That must have been from the... Did he buy that? I don't think he bought that. He's landing them well. He's been using it a lot.
Okay.
The Shieldren down here will be seen by the snap.
Oh, here we go. Jakiro getting caught by the Gleipnir. Glimmer Cape. Oh, dust!
Now there's dust.
Cookie's off. And the hook shot's off. Oh, space created. And here he comes. Here comes the Lifestealer.
But that's not necessarily what you want.
I'm not sure if it's not.
Yeah,
there we go.
We'll see, but he's still.
Ouch.
There we go.
Look at him go. It's a battle.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so that little shredder, too much damage.
I mean,
He's
they
going
need.
for an MKB.
He needs an AC. Oh, you're a basher. Yeah. A basher would be nice actually into the mill on here.
Good to stop that damage coming out.
I think if you got the kill on the snap there, that would have been a massive swing.
It would have been huge, but
yeah.
unfortunately the little shredder came off cooldown just a second too early for him. And he was still maledicted when he popped out of the GK.
But if he gets the bash off the little shredder, it doesn't cancel the little shredder. He's still got the tax queued
No,
up,
it
right?
just gives him that time.
To get their health back, yeah. I mean, AC?
AC would help as well, yeah. He's having problems with people just kind of walking away.
Yeah, I'm not sure about
He hit
the...
that snap 7 or 8 times. The bash would have led to the kill.
Well, he's queuing a halberd, which is...
Yeah, that'll...
Oh, no, now it's back to MKB. Now it's MKB and halberd, okay. I wouldn't mind...
he knows what he wants.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind if Milo went for halberd instead of the hex. But it looks like he's bought the hex, so that's coming.
Well, he may get a halberd next, but I mean, a hex is... You know, I mean...
It's the ultimate halberd.
Yeah. You're a little pig on the floor.
Yeah.
Full Octarine up on the timber saw.
Oh, I just think the halberd gives him a bit of survivability too, which...
yeah, I think he will need the halberd. But,
he's got 4,000 health. It's a fat boy.
That's Power for you.
Jakira's
on the TA.
Yeah, Jakira's picking up her Aeon disc, which is a fantastic pickup. That's great. Hopefully Willy gets one too. Oh, he's one got the Lotus. That's all.
Looking for Shivas on the clock.
Oh, this is gonna be a good game, Ben. Better boy.
A BKB on the Spectre along with the Basher. So rocking towards that butterfly next, which will has already been counted in the MKB pick. Well, he hasn't picked it up yet, but when he does.
Yeah, I'm not sure butterfly's the pick there. Scardy would be much nicer, but maybe Hilly will tell us to change.
And we're going for a Silver Edge on the Snapfire, so there will be a lot of Silver Edges in this game. Another Trickster Cloak on Dire, picked up by the clock.
I don't know if he wants to get Silver Edge, does he? For an escape?
I think he potentially wants to break the Lifestealer, turns off the Ghoul.
Oh no, it's because he already had it. Oh no, when did he get a Shadow Blade? Just then?
I'm not sure, a couple of minutes ago I think.
I don't remember. Yeah, okay. So he must have just bought it for the Silver Edge. If I was him, I would have bought the crit stick first. Just double down.
Daedalus, but,
yeah, just double down.
He's
triple
down. Thinking that they may not have a lot of detection on on the Radiant, and it looks like he would be correct.
All right, rush is up. Traps have shown. Moxie doing Moxie things.
They currently have no detection of any kind on Radiant, so unless they happen to walk under a sentry, they will be able to walk out scot-free.
He's got +7 refraction instances, which is very, very, very handy. But the Radiance is quite good. Oh my god. We are sitting here waiting for the middle to play out. Tax Collector.
I'm not sure if you want your Spectre to be going in first, usually, but... And he will get meld hit.
Is it going to be enough?
Taking a lot of damage. It won't be enough to kill him, but...
Lifestealer. Lifestealer's almost dead. Here comes the, Oh, that's massive. The Pulverize just came just in time to save Milo with the clutch save. And here comes Willy with the big ult. Oh my god, Willy! You're a goddamn hero, Willy! Triple kill for Daryl.
Triple kill for Daryl, able to chase down the Spectre in the back.
Milo turning that fight around by getting that absolute clutch Pulverize onto the snap.
And the Sideblade's kill onto the Witch Doctor as he started channeling his ult.
Oh, that's so unfortunate. Yeah.
Spectre illusion killed the Witch Doctor.
Oh no, it's a buyback, potentially a dieback if they don't get this right. Oh, Milo's going to go into the fountain.
Walking into the fountain. And
sure.
To death.
Just Milo thinks?
Yeah, that was...
Okay, that was a throw. I don't know about that.
However, they are able to take that Rex.
Yeah, that's not bad, but they could have probably done it without Milo dying.
I would say so.
Vision! And that's a dieback! Oh, it's double dieback!
That's neither the Timbersaw nor the Spectre have buyback at all, so if they are aware of that...
They'll just, go straight for T4s.
If they hit the tier 4s, they'll very quickly realise there are no...
Oh, I don't think it really matters. I think they'll go for... Oh, there's the fort.
They're just hoping that they can scare them away with this fortification.
Still 30 seconds. It's plenty of time to finish the game. William putting in his copy pasta.
Hashtag event sponsor.
Cheeky acknowledgement of country there from Milo. Ice path not available, and that's going to be game over. Wow!
Yeah, I don't think that the Spectre can come back in 2 seconds and stop this, so that's just GG.
GG!
A very good game from the Radiant team there. William, friends, well deserved victory.
Holy mother of God. Well, Daryl's team didn't get Daryled. They Daryled someone else. Fantastic. That one moment. Really, just look at that.
That Spectre out in the
Yeah, I think Nick was out of position, but I think also like Milo coming in clutch there with the save, allowing them to have all 5 for the high ground push, just was very telling in the end.
In that fight, Daryl was able to just BKB and literally walk down the Spectre.
Just wail on people. That is a juicy game one.
No interruption from anyone.
I don't even know if he used the Hex in the end. I didn't see that, but maybe he did.
He did, yeah.
Yeah.
A good itemization, adding the disable, just able to control the team fight.
Yeah, I mean...
Buy enough time for that lifestealer to come online and really just cleave through those heroes.
Your MVP for the game?
I think my MVP, difficult to say. It would be either Daryl or Milo. Milo able to get those clutch initiations on the right heroes at the right times.
Yeah, I'm going to give it to Milo. I think they were able to both play around him. Yeah.
Bars from the Jakiro, really on point. And then just lifestealer MNC able to just farm up a storm in the quietly there, just able to get his items, get his money, and then join the team and win the fights. But yeah, very good game from them. A good early game from the Dire. Just need to potentially play a little bit tighter in the mid game. Take those fights as 5. If the Spectre isn't jumped first, that's always a bonus. We'll see if they can pull it back in game 2.
Alright, I'm going to stop streaming while I set up the next lobby.